Okay, so today I'm showing you guys my Vegeta family almost free-to-play Super Battle Road, depending on how you look at things in Dokkan Battle. So, Vegeta's family is one of the last 40 stages, the fourth segment of Super Battle Road stages that has come out, stage number 37, and we've completed every single one from 30 to 40 now, other than the Vegeta's family, as well as the Universe 6 Super Battle Road. So getting this win here, spoilers, I won, obviously, meant that we got our first Goku and Gohan dupe, which is really good. It's not 100% yet. Don't get too excited. We still need to beat Universe 6 Super Battle Road. But when I say it nearly free-to-play Super Battle Road, it's because we have Super Saiyan 3 STR Vegeta. Now, yes, you can get him with the redstone, and if you do have the opportunity to get a redstone, depending on when you log in or how long you've been playing, you know, you can purchase this guy, and I recommend you do so because he's one of the most utilized redstone characters in that bunch. He's very, very good. He's aged very, very well, especially with his EZA, and even without his EZA, he's pretty tanky as well. If you guys don't know what he does, he's like 80% damage reduction, and he has a high chance to stun the enemy, which is really, really good. That's really what we're missing from the Vegeta's Family Super Battle Road full free-to-play run, is we're missing another stunner. I feel like just another stunner, and then an upgrade with EZA Trunks. Boom. EZA LR Trunks, we're done. We have a good, full free-to-play Vegeta's Family team. But anyway, let's get into the team build as we go against the first two people. These are all two enemy fights. So, the first one's Grandpa Gohan and Goku here. The leader that we are bringing, our own leader is the Vegeta and Trunks. They're Vegeta's Family leader for 77% stat boost. Not too high, but it's the best we've got so far for free-to-play. The friend leader is the new Int GT Vegeta. He's a Vegeta's Family leader for 150%. I think the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is a bit better in terms of leader, but the passive skill that the G2 Vegeta provides is so much better. We don't have to wait to get like this massive attack boost from Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta because he needs to build up per turn. And we don't even, like, the max amount of turns that we last for these Super Battle is like 6 turns. So it's literally very minuscule amount of turns that we do, you know, do these battles. Then we have the 8-bit Vegeta, very, very strong unit. We're always versing a super unit, so he will always get his attack boost. We got the Ella Prime Battle Trunks. He's really good for Super Battle Road, still to this day, even though he has a flat boost. So I can't wait till he EZA's next. Then we have the GT Grade 8 Vegeta. He's really not really useful. We don't actually... I think this one we do transform once, maybe. I don't remember if it was this run. This is obviously not my first run here. But yes, he can transform into a Giant 8 if you're guaranteed under 50% HP, and you have him next to a Giant 8 power unit, which the Super Saiyan GT Vegeta is. The biggest reason why we brought him, though, is that so GT Vegeta gets that 50% attack boost, because he needs one on the rotation to get a 50% attack boost, which is very, very important, as we almost die there. But all calculated. Then, what else do we have in here? Our final unit, which I think is one of the most valuable units that I could have ever gotten onto this team. And that is the Kid Vegeta from the World Tournament. I actually went top 10k just to get 2 dupes of this guy. Because I knew when I saw his passive and his stunning capabilities that he was a required unit for Vegeta's Family. Because if you guys don't know what he does, is when you're versing 2 or more enemies, he gets the guaranteed additional super attack. And paired up with his raised defense on his super attack mechanic, as well as his medium chance of stunning, meant that he's going to tank after these 2 super attacks, or tank fairly well. And he has 2 chances at a minimum to stun, which is awesome. And of course, when you get the hidden potential system going, that means you get a potential 3 super attacks into stun. 3 chances at a 30% chance to stun, which is really, really good. And he links well with the 8-bit Vegeta, which meant more damage. So, what were our rotations as we were going? We had GT Super Saiyan Vegeta as well as Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta next to each other. I know you should probably, for more damage output or more consistent damage output, you want to have both GT Vegetas together, but because of how bad in GT Vegeta is at tanking and just damage output in general. It's just not really worth it. So I went with the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta and GT Vegeta together. At least they share Fierce Battle and Super Saiyan. It's going to get them some links going. And then occasionally we'll have that GT Vegeta float in to do the damage, to let GT Vegeta do the damage. Also, the base Vegeta also gets extra damage when paired up with Giant 8 Power. So that's also good. Then the other rotation, like I said, with the good linking partners, 8-Bit Vegeta and the Kid Vegeta. So we'll have a stunner on each turn. And because there's only 2 enemy fights, you stun one, you only have to deal with one other player or other enemy. You could have them together and then stun or try to risk for the double stun on each character, but that's a little too risky in my opinion. So we went with the singular stunner for each rotation. And as you can see, the stuns are going really well. And when you have GT Vegetas together, 4 million attacks at plus. So really good. And at no point in this battle did we ever activate the active skill for GT Vegeta. I thought that would come in useful, but it actually didn't. So now we are versing the Goku and Gohan. This one's a quick battle because, one, we are getting the Dokkan mode very soon. And we have type advantage with GT Vegeta. This is the only type advantage mode we have. The items that I brought was Ghost Usher, Chi-Chi, Nurse Chi-Chi, Android 8, as well as a Whis. So I went with the double Ghost Usher, Nurse Chi-Chi, and no Princess Snake, because if we get the stuns, we don't really have to worry about taking any hits, really. And Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta is just a tank in its own, that if you get the good attack patterns, that you don't really even need to item some of the times. I think I no-item the start of the battle, which is why we almost died at the start. So yeah, here we go. We got the Kid Vegeta going. He does do a triple super attack, but this was one of the ones where we just did not get the luck here and just didn't stun. But he does a lot of damage. Like, those 3 super attacks does stack up to do almost 3 million damage to the Gohan, which is and we almost got him to half health already just by himself, which is awesome. So one more rotation on that and we're pretty much done. We put the Vegeta in the middle so that he can tank. I did Ghost Usher last turn because the attack pattern was just so perfect. Look at this. The only threat here is probably at the end with Kid Gohan attacking. That's why I was hoping to stun on Kid Gohan. That way we could, like, just be very confident. So I did have to waste the stun on the Kid Gohan here. Not a big deal. Goku here is not going to do too much damage to us. Because we have type advantage here. Once Vegeta super attacks, he raises his defense. So he should be good. And yeah, he does a big chunk to the Goku. The very last fight is where it gets really, really hard. Because just, we don't have much type advantage there. Luckily, we did get the stun. So we did not have to worry about Gohan on the next turn. We still... And I still will use an item though, because we just have no int units in this next rotation to really tank any Gokus. The attack patterns was just everywhere, and even though AGL Vegeta has that good defense stat after his super attacks, it's just not enough for type disadvantage. So we did have to play the safe route, but you know, it definitely play it safe more than anything, and just you play it safe early on, and then all you have to do is just risk at the later stages. So I was just trying to avoid not getting the Dokkan mode here, because obviously we want the Dokkan mode with the GT Vegeta, the Super Saiyan one. I went for the Whis here, just so that we don't have to worry about... We're definitely going to do a lot of damage, or probably kill Gohan in the next turn anyway. So I went with the stun on Goku, because of course he's the only threat in this rotation here. And unluckily, we did stun there. I guess luckily. But, you know, unfortunate that we got the... we had to use the item there. Could have definitely no item there. And, yeah, we just do the Dokkan mode. And just take one hit from the Gohan. There's no way Gohan, you know, does that much damage to us. We did have to sacrifice the stun for Vegeta. Because we didn't get enough orbs. That's probably the hardest part, just getting a consistent amount of ki for the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, because not many units link up with him. And with this Dokkan mode, easy clap on the Goku and Gohan. Turn 4. It only takes us 4 turns in order to beat this. And it is a... If you get the perfect RNG, it takes Vegeta 5 turns in order to get his active skills. You got to do additional super attacks back to back. Alright, so now we're on to the final battle. I always get to the final battle. It's pretty easy to get there. Even without the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, you can easily get to the third battle, sorry. But the problem is the third battle is so strong and we just have no like type advantage. Like we have no tech units to tank the base Goku. And our STR units, Vegeta and Trunks, is just not always... is never on the floating... is always on the floating spot. So... that's the issue. We still have 2 Nurse Chi-Chis. So we used one here so we didn't take too much damage. And pray for the stun here. And we do get one. So that's good. He only did 1 super attack here. Which kind of sucked. Didn't get too much damage in. But yeah, Trunks is doing somewhat okay. Let's see. His damage output, if you can... you could probably run Great Saiyaman Kid Trunks. There was also a unit that I was thinking about putting in. But I thought Trunks would be better. He's a little bit more consistent with super attacks. But if you can get the RNG and always get 7 orbs with Kid Trunks, he can actually be very, very strong because he gets that guaranteed crit. So we stunned the Goku here. We risked it here for the stun on Gohan and Goten, which we do get. So that was very good on the heart. I was very, very tense. So we were not taking any more damage. And that crit was huge. My face, look at this face. I was celebrating. That crit was insanely strong. And just Goku is just on this minuscule amount of HP. I was like, yes, this is it. Like, without that crit, we wouldn't have done that much damage. Okay, so we have only Goku to deal with now. But there's so many attacks at the start. I just Nurse Chi-Chi here. And then the question was, do I stun the Goku? Or do I go for the... like, how do you... is it possible to kill Goku with just the Vegeta? That's what I was really thinking about. But I went with the Kid Vegeta targeting Goku here. I was hoping, like, with the combination of maybe 8-bit Vegeta and 1 super attack with Kid Vegeta, that was enough to kill Goku. And then we could potentially get the additional super attack with the Kid Vegeta to get the stun on Goku, Goten and Gohan. But you'll see what happens here. And then, of course, I wanted to get that type advantage hit with the Vegeta and Trunks, because that would be a waste on the Goku for sure. Didn't do too much damage here, but we got an additional super attack. I was like, okay, this has got to be it, right? Especially when I saw that crit, I was like, oh yeah, that's it. That's dead. So I was hoping this would target Goten, but it did not. It was on Goku. And it was a stun as well. I was like, damn, we could have definitely even saved another item if we just got that 1 extra critical at the start. So then we got into this situation here. Remember, we have no items. There's no way we've lowered attack or anything like that. So I just popped the Whis here. Play it really, really safe. Hopefully Vegeta here stuns, so we don't have to take any hits. Keep our HP pretty high. And then if we do stun, it's just no damage. Like, and then we're always in this loop where STR Vegeta can always just like tank. And we do stun. I was like, yes. I was really, really happy there. Just knowing that the next turn didn't have to take any hits. Remember, we only have an Android 8, and an Android 8 can't really save us, per se, against the super attack in the wrong position. Like, if GT Vegeta was to take the super attack, it'd be all over. The stun, so it didn't really matter who was in position, as long as the 2 Dragon Ball Z Vegetas were together, yes. So now Kid Vegeta becomes really just useless when it comes to this situation, when you're only versing 1 enemy. It does suck. He didn't get the stun here. But he's done his job so far. He's done so well in the first 2 battles that it didn't really matter too much. And the chance to stun alone is good enough. This was perfect. This was a no item situation again. Of course, we really do want the stun here still, no matter what. But yeah, knowing that we didn't have to use the Android 8 or like for no reason, because we're already full health. Why would I want to use an Android 8, right? So knowing that I didn't have to use it was perfect. All I needed was the stun, and we are turn 6, by the way, and I still didn't get the active skill for Vegeta. But after the super attack is when he actually will get it. And yeah, we did stun, and we got the additional super attack, so that was extra damage along with that. 3 mil attack stat is type disadvantage, so here I wasn't expecting too much unless it was a crit. Still doing chunks here and there. And just a small amount of HP left. And I knew, like, after we stunned there, that was it. That was it. Yeah, so I will try once maybe Trunks gets the easy A. I will try and come back to this and see how much, if we can do it fully free to play. But for the time being, this was just the closest we could get. And, you know, we did save an item. We could have potentially saved 3 items, really. So maybe it is possible fully free to play if you got like perfect RNG. But yeah, that was Vegeta's Family SBR fully free to play. Other than the fact that we got Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, which is Redstone, you can decide whether or not it's free to play. I mean, technically it can be, because he's not needed for 100%, right? He's definitely not needed to be, as long as you have him, it's good enough. But yeah, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'll see you guys in the next video. Check out all my social medias in the description. Till the next one, stay healthy, stay safe, stay fizzy. Peace out.